我要开这个顶子啊！
Oh, that's like a science fiction film.
We're gonna take these stones, turn them into pigments, the same way it's been done 1,500 years ago.
Oh my God.
There is a crew over there. I think they're taking samples from the ice directly inside the glacier. I'm hiking up Tianshan Mountain to visit the Tianshan Glaciological Station. And nature has shaped Xinjiang's present and will influence its future.
Here, technology allows the past to move into the digital age.
Seems like an uncontrollable beast.
As the capital of Xinjiang, Urumqi has always been very important on the Chinese cultural map.
It is like a crucial. Hey, ni hao. You know, amazing things can come out of that.
That could inspire other young people to come here. This place seems to have a lot of opportunities to offer.
Like Xinjiang is like an earthen pot where materials are put in and then heated up and see what humans are capable of.
传感器还是
Wow. That's too complicated, guys. I just want to see the stars.
The frontier of China, the heart of Eurasia.
As the capital of Xinjiang, Urumqi has always been very important on the Chinese cultural map. Historically, it's always been a place where many ethnicities coexist. And it's still reflected today, especially in the youth. Okay, 看我. I can see a lot of young people wearing unique fashion styles and skateboarding and street dancing. The youth culture here is especially exuberant. I'm here to meet a local rising photographer, Ma Hailuan. Her works capture very well the essence of the youth culture here in Urumqi.
This is my favorite carpet store.
All right, it's huge.
Every time I'm going back to Urumqi, this is the first stop I go. I just want to find some inspiration in terms of color and patterns.
Yeah.
This is actually a Xinjiang carpet. The red and blue is really Xinjiang.
And it's also Paris.
Yeah,
That's the colors of the city.
True.
My name is Nico de Rouge, I'm French. I specialize in reportage and documentary photography, which takes me around the world. This one.
Yeah,
this is red?
This is red,
Okay.
but it's a little bit dark
yeah, it's
overall.
better.
I don't want
Okay.
too many blacks. I want
Okay.
something more bright.
Okay, bright red. Hailuan invited me to buy a carpet for the background of her shooting. She wanted to take this feature of the local culture and make people feel at home.
漂亮吧？
这个好看。Yeah.
Very red.
Yeah, the color of Xinjiang.
新疆
Yeah,
这是
okay.
相互连接的，
对
比较有规范这个字数的。
是。
这个呢是包括那么多的字形，它本来是不连接的。
Crazy.
Yes.
I'm here at Xinjiang University in Urumqi to meet Professor Warshaw, who's the first Uyghur member of the Chinese Academy of Engineering, and he's also a pioneer in information technology. He's allowed Uyghur language to move into the digital age.
Siz qayerdan keldingiz?
你是从哪里来的？
我从美国来. My name is Neil Schmid. I'm an American and a historian of China.
你能提供你的名字吗？
丝路会议平台呢是维吾尔语和汉语，汉语和好多语种之间的语音识别、语音合成、机器翻译三大系统融合的一个会议平台。
附近有没有一个医院?
That's right.
That's right,
还是我们面向“一带一路”，中国人跟那些国家人进行交流，提供一个平台和工具。
Oh, it's scary. How much cargo of pesticide it can carry?
载重30公斤。
Wow, it's huge. It looks like a helicopter.
I am now in Aksu, further west to Urumqi. It is well known for its big-scale agriculture, regarded as the rice basket of Xinjiang.
I wasn't expecting to see they've been using new technologies in agriculture, like the drones.
UFO.
Yes. I'm Hasna. I come from Morocco, from Casablanca. I came here to China to be working in architecture.
现在是在自动按照我们规定的航线在作业，不用手动去操作，它也能完成。
Wu Shaoqin is the founder of one of these promising companies selling agricultural drones.
我大学的时候学的是软件工程，互联网这个行业竞争会比较大，所以我们更愿意去尝试一些新的领域。这100亩可能也就是1个小时左右，手工的话要耗上几个人一整天。现在诞生出来很多新的科技，给我们带来更多的想象空间。
So this is your exhibition, right?
Yeah.
Oroclean project.
Yeah. It's actually also the photo taking place is also here.
Also here.
Yes.
So all the shoots.
Yes.
Hailun. She has a show that's up at the moment, her Oroclean project, which takes her experience for 8 years studying in Brooklyn to her hometown of Urumqi.
想做乌鲁木克林这个项目，绝对是因为乌鲁木齐和布鲁克林的相似点，那种 neighborhood 的感觉，它是民族文化融合下来的一个结果。
这是我们开发的混合处理，汉语、英语、维吾尔语等好多语言的人工套件。
Professor Wu Shor is most famous for his input technology. It can be used in a variety of languages across Eurasia.
在画廊搭了5个景，发了一个微博，就是邀请大家都来拍照。I love this girl because she still keep the unibrow. That's one traditional Uyghur beauty things.
可以体验到各种不同的文化。 感受到你民族原来的东西，我觉得就很有意义。
维吾尔语从有到足，汉语和英文呢从左到右。我们这个系统应该是双向，这是我们在系统本身上要创建的一个核心的技术。
在新疆，没有人开过这种展览，好多人不懂就新疆有什么样的人、什么样的风景都不知道，挺棒的。
The Uyghur script is so complex. Professor Wu Shou had to develop a quite sophisticated input system to deal with all those variables. And he's committed 40 years of his life to it.
不用高一点 ，It's okay, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay.
And the carpet looks amazing.
Thank you.
上升、下
Go
降
up or down.
啊。
Basically, I'm going to fly their drone. I can't believe they're letting me do this. I hope I don't kill anyone. Let's say I break it. How much do I have to pay back?
不用赔钱，有保险。
Okay then, let's
有
go.
保险。
特别好，保持，放松啊，不用笑啊什么的，放松，保持啊。
I like the setup they have though, it's very creative.
好，再说。
I never flew a drone before. Let's go.
慢慢。
慢慢 slowly.
80年代呀，世界进入了个信息化时代。那个时候呢，汉文已经基本上解决了。当时我们也是少数民族，能不能同样搞一个信息化，是我们的面临的重大课题。
特别帅，刚那个。
说实话，当时啊，那些年代计算机是很神秘的，碰它也不敢碰的东西。
It's like a game controller, actually. It's easier than I thought.
在这种需求上，我就自动的很喜欢这个计算机。80年我在那初步的维吾尔文呢，好几个字母能够录入。当时我特别激动。
啊，这样子，你等着。
这是一个少数民族用现代化的工具计算机上使用自己的语言文字处理这个时代的开始。
This input system may sound esoteric and not well recognized, but it allows the culture to move along with technology into the digital age.
真的不错。我们的第一个的，外国的，而且是女性飞手。
You think I have potential in driving drones? That's so fun. Is that it? Wu has going to meet a client, Mr. Lee, and he suggested me to come with him there and witness the sales situation.
哎呀，很轻巧，不用帮忙了。
大块头。
我是广东潮汕地区的，那边经商的氛围是比较浓重的。
那就说干这活比较轻松啊。
对呀，1天1500。 在内地跑了很多地方，都找不到切入点，就决定来新疆这边看一下。
我要地上的不好吃，再抬高，你下面这样横着拿。我是土生土长的新疆乌鲁木齐人，研究生去学的是时尚，然后我当时其实很 struggle， 毕竟作为一个乌鲁木齐长大的小孩，高级时尚离我很远。
创业了几个月，把钱赔得差不多，感觉快要坚持不下去了。但是我们一直坚信新疆的农业是有很大的发展空间的。
以前在这里的时候找的灵感都是一直向国外看。当我去了国外之后，其实我发现我的那些灵感只要往自己里面看就好，这是我的家乡啊。
新疆其实是一个特别好的土壤，就整个中国来说，土地规模最大，能够应用的更多的新的科技。
应该做一个关于长济州的一个水利信息化的一个拼盘。这个大坝的话，我们平时是看不到的，但经过我们就是建模以后，我们就通过人眼就可以完整的就看到，能够帮助我们就是更好的去监控。
这是实时的
啊，对的，对的，对的，这就是实时，
特别方便。
对呀。
The technology is born out of necessity in certain ways. It's touched millions of people's lives. And it doesn't surprise me in some ways that this happened in Xinjiang, because Xinjiang has always been a crucible. You know, amazing things can come out of that, as we've seen.
1、2、3，乌鲁木齐。
You can see the glacier all the way from the streets of downtown Urumqi, the capital of the region. Glaciology has tied Xinjiang to the world through research about geography and climate change.
I'm hiking up Tianshan Mountain to visit the Tianshan Glaciological Station. When glaciers melt, they provide fresh water to all the surrounding areas. Where there is water, there is life. And you can certainly feel that when you walk on the Tianshan Mountain.
This is the south area of Urumqi River. We're going to visit the biggest one, the Urumqi Glacier #1.
I'm here to meet Dr. Li Zhongxin, the head of the station. Glaciers are a main indicator about climate change. That's why so many scientists are devoted to studying them for the future of humanity.
中国科学院呢，就是在1959年就建立了一个冰川观测站，通过几代人的努力吧，开展这个冰川的观测研究。
这是3D 打印的一个唯一保存下来的塑像残迹。这个呢，就是我们把17窟3维取下来以后呢，全方位打印了一个整窟。
This is a statue of Kumar Jiva, a very, very famous local monk. And I'm here in Chotsa, the earliest Buddhist cave site in China. And it really represents the Buddhist culture that flourished here in Kucha from about the 3rd or 4th century all the way to the 9th century. But these caves are fragmented in a lot of ways.
有很多壁画流失到国外去了，实物的复原是不现实的。但是呢，通过把这个相关洞窟的完整的数字化采集，再把流失海外的采集，我们就可以把它复原回去。对。
Dr. Miao, who's in charge of the digitalization project here, and that's been ongoing for 10 years.
现在做了将近23个窟的数据资料收集，使用的呢都是高清晰的定焦的这种镜头，而且还有专用的那种平面扫描仪。最后的还原实际上是把这个平面图要贴到3维空间里去。
下雨了。
Can we still see the stars or the eclipse with this? What do we do if we can't see it?
Prepare the and 烧烤。
The barbecue. I am in Nanshan Xinjiang Station Astronomical Observatory. It's like a land coming from the future with a lot of telescopes everywhere.
天气要不好的话，那可能就是在那个观测室里面再调一调设备。
Mr. Gao Xin is a physics teacher in Urumqi #1 High School. Also one of the most famous Chinese amateur astronomers. Also the founder of the first private astronomical observatory in China. Ooh. Looks like a mushroom.
Careful your head. 好，这就是那个最大的那个望远镜。Open the door.
Will we open?
Open the door.
Let's see. Oh my God! Woo! That's awesome.
Is this water coming from the glacier?
So the people drinking the water is from here in Urumqi. 天山呢被称为中亚的水塔， 一共16000条冰川，大概在中国呢有9000多条冰川，都是非常重要的水资源。
我带你去另一个神秘的地方，我的第2个观测室。哇
That's awesome.
Why is this glacier number 1 special to study?
This glacier represents China. This area is Central Asia.
Urumqi Glacier number 1 is one of the 40 reference glaciers around the world. All of these reference glaciers are studied with the same methods and the same units so that they can all communicate and have a global understanding of the evolution of the climate all around the world.
Can people from the outside, maybe other researchers, come here and take advantage of your telescopes and use them?
Yes, 可以。新民天文台的望远镜都是开放的。
Yeah.
只要能够上网，任何人都可以用我这个望远镜。我有一个项目叫做共享天文计划，因为我们搞天文的人很清楚自己的力量是非常渺小，所以要组对吧？你对。
哦。Yeah.
So this is the glacier, right?
That's right.
这样安全一点。
这个洞窟呢是科扎尔时空发展期的洞窟，时代在公元5世纪。
Professor Zhao Li, who's an expert both on this site and on Buddhist art. Professor Zhao's project is really to reunite materials that were taken away from this site and blend them back into this site in terms of digitalization.
学界的人都知道，科扎尔这个石窟不好研究。壁画被切割得千疮百孔，有将近500块这个壁画，分散在8个国家，20多家博物馆和美术馆，有的洞窟都已经成了裸窟了。
现在我们这个观测的数据表明呢，我们冰川呢每年要后退6到8米，按这样的一个速度，到2050年，冰川可能就会消失了。但是我们采取了措施，通过减排、发展绿色经济，通过巴黎协议，让这个温度呢到本世纪末控制在2度以内，这个冰川呢就会在这个2090年可能消失，就比我们现在呢整整推迟了40年。
这个工作做了有20多年，90%的我都已经复原出来了。就是要特别熟悉科扎尔的每个洞窟，每个洞窟里的壁画，还要熟悉每个接痕。这件事儿对我们来说，就是作为一个文物工作者的责任感和使命感吧。
This is our control room.
Nice to meet you too. Then I met with the scientists inside the Nanshan Astronomical Observatory, and I had the chance to talk to a bunch of scientists.
The science projects and research that we can do with the telescope are many. Like his case, astrochemistry, engineering, pulsars, star formations, for example, galaxies and cosmologies.
And the research you can make. Everything is endless.
That's what research is about.
Yeah.
So we keep searching.
They're coming here to a remote place far from their hometowns, and all that for the sake of science.
When I first came here, people would be curious about, hey, you're from Australia. Why you come all the way to Urumqi? One of the main reasons, there's a telescope of our own.
这是我们那个1米望远镜，它是主体结构。
That's like a science fiction film.
Let's say Sydney, if you want to do observations using any kind of telescope, you have to compute. Here is relatively easy. The moment that the idea comes out and you turn it into a realistic project, that process is immediate.
20多年的研究特别重，
对，
是不是
？20多年的研究，收录了44个洞窟的复原，38窟。
是。
2002年，我去柏林参加一个学术研讨会，回来以后我就决心要学德语。壁画大部分在德国嘛，在这过程中呢，有机会就到收藏科扎尔壁画的这个博物馆去做调查。
I'm really impressed by Professor Zhao's commitment. So it's taken her decades to not only collect the material, but then try to reinsert it into the right locations.
我这个复原研究呢，受益于科技的发展，没有计算机，我这个工作是做不出来的。
对，是。
其实我们保护，实际上是保护各种信息，把历史信息采集等于也是一种保护，延长了它的生命。
他们在做物质平衡，在冰川上要打化干、观测消融和积累情况。Hold here.
So I let the water escape, right?
哎，你好，
你好，
你画什么？
对面的山。
在这里工作吗？
对，我在这儿专门临摹壁画呀，还有画画。
On the one hand, we have digital copies. On the other hand, we have an artist at work that adds a little bit more life than a digital image. We started with the grinding of the pigments. People here who do this in this same tradition that goes back to the 5th century do this process is closely allied to the past.
I'm struggling to feel if it's stopped by ice, if I should move up a little bit to let the water flow, or if I'm hitting rocks. Still ice.
You become an expert.
原壁画数字化已经完成，现在尝试一些这个复原性临摹，就可以给它补充完整。
Okay, just fine.
So how deep? Whoa! What?
Slow.
Is that the heat?
Yeah, no, it's the water.
We reach here.
Yeah, then the 2 meters, 8 centimeters.
2 meters and 80 centimeters thick in this place.
Each year there are information preserved in the ice.
Yes.
So then you can reconstruct this the temperature record.
Amazing.
For 1,000 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
这就是做就完的效果。墙上的划痕也有透着底下的泥皮色啊，观众看了就比较直观了。
Sometimes it's not even what you can achieve, but the realization of your dream. You've got to keep that fire going inside you. You will not stop. You will produce result.
将来这一套书应该成为研究科扎尔的这个案头书。
真是了不起，
了不起。
对，你的工作真的。People are making pretty profound sacrifices out of a love for culture and heritage, out of a love for scholarship, and really commit their lives to this site.
通过我20年的工作呢，发现这个冰川呢，肉眼可见的在退缩，它是和全球的气候联系在一起的。通过做这条冰川，来揭示很多气候变暖的一些影响，对于这个全世界来讲非常有意义的。
Okay, 看我。Only when you actually are on the frontier can you understand its different aspects and all its complexity.
One of the things coming to Xinjiang that's been fascinating is seeing art in a variety of spaces. These artifacts have been passed down over thousands of years and continue to give me insight into the lives of the past.
As an entrepreneur, I have been even more inspired. People here have a special talent, making use of the locally available resources, generating unlimited possibilities.
Xinjiang is huge, accounting for 1/6 of the total area of China.
The types of experiences that you can have, ranging all the way from the north with snow and mountains to the heat and sound of the desert. Xinjiang shows the interaction of cultures that are Eurasian or worldwide in many ways. It's impossible to describe Xinjiang in a single sentence. You really have to go see for yourself.